What is something that changed your life forever? When my parents cut me off, they didn't do it quietly. There were shouting matches, cold stares, and the final slam door. They told me I made my bed, that I was on my own now. At first, the silence was suffocating. The people who raised me, who should have been my safety net, had turned their backs. But I learned quickly, scraping rent together, working double shifts, eating dollar meals. I built a life out of scraps. Years passed. I stopped checking my phone for their calls. I stopped expecting them to show up. Then one winter night, there was a knock on my door. When I opened it, they stood there, older, smaller somehow, their confidence gone. My mother's hands shook as she held a plastic grocery bag full of papers. My father avoided my eyes. They didn't ask how I'd been. They asked if they could come in. The story spilled out. The market crash, the debts, the foreclosure. Friends had disappeared. Family wouldn't help. They had nowhere else to go. I looked at them, the people who had once turned me out into the cold, and now they were shivering on my doorstep. I thought of the years I'd spent clawing my way up alone. Of the nights I cried without anyone to hear. I thought of the strength I had built, the walls I'd put up. I stepped aside, not because I owed them anything, but because I'd learned something they hadn't. Sometimes mercy is the sharpest blade. They walked in, and for the first time, I wasn't the child anymore. I was the one holding the door, and the power was mine.